Greetings everyone from IHM Aurangabad. I am Anush Chuti and these are my esteemed partners Pratna Bindra, Saksham Khosla and Navya Bhende. And today we'll be making our main dish Awadhi millet rolls. For our dish we'll be using ghee, mint, chicken, coriander, oil, Kashmiri lal mirch, salt, onion seeds, hung curd, cream, ginger and garlic, chopped chili, spices for millets, whole spices which include mace, cumin seeds, star anise, black cardamom, black pepper, cloves, green cardamom and coriander seed which have been roasted and ground into biryani masala. Then we have ginger and chili for our millet batter. We have chopped capsicum, we have flour, we have sugar, we have onions and again we have mint for our batter. We will also be using plantain, iceberg lettuce, tomatoes, spinach, jowar flour, bajra flour, varai and ragi flour. To start off, we'll make our batter. To make our batter, we'll first combine spinach, then 70 grams of bajra flour, 30 grams of ragi flour, few leaves of mint and 1 chili and 2 pieces of ginger. We will now put this for blending. After blending, the batter should look something like this. The thickness can be adjusted with water and can be added according to will. Next, in a lightly greased pan, on low heat, add your batter and cook at a slow pace. Once set, you can take out your roti and keep it aside. Next, for our filling, we'll be boiling some water. Once boiled, we will add our varai and a few whole spices to the water to form our filling. Be sure to continue stirring, otherwise it will stick to the bottom. Once the varai is thoroughly boiled, we will strain it to continue with our dish. After straining, it will look something like this. Next up, we'll be making our chicken marination. First, we'll be adding cream, then our ground up biryani masala and a few pinches of salt. To this mixture, we will also be adding a teaspoon of ghee and mix it all together. Once thoroughly mixed, we will now add our chicken. Now we have to keep this aside for 10 minutes so it can marinate properly. While our chicken is marinating, we will make the gravy. For that, we'll add a bit of oil, few spoons of ghee and add our mixed ginger and garlic. To this, we'll add green chili and our onions. Now we will let this saute for a while. After sauteing for a while, we'll add our tomatoes along with some salt. We'll add some biryani masala and some Kashmiri lal mirch. Now we will let this mix until it forms a nice gravy. Halfway through the cooking process, we will add a few drops of cream. In about 10 minutes, our masala will look like this. After our marination is well rested, we can start the cooking of our chicken. First, we'll add some oil to the heated pan and a spoonful of ghee. Now, we will add our chicken. After cooking for 2 minutes, it will change its color. After cooking, we will now add 2 spoons of our masala. Now that we've made our filling, we'll start with our other elements. We'll make a jowar cracker using 100 grams of jowar and adding 2 tablespoons of oil to it. We will now mix the oil and the flour together. After it has formed a crumbly mixture, we will slowly add water to form a hard dough. Slowly keep adding until you get the right consistency. After forming the dough, you will continue to knead it for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes of kneading, your dough should look something like this. We will now also preheat the oven to 175 for baking. After kneading the dough for 5 minutes, we will also preheat the oven to 175 degrees Celsius. Now we will roll out the dough. After the dough is rolled out to the right thickness, we will cut it into decorative shapes. Now put these shapes on a lined baking tray and set them for baking. After 10 minutes, carefully take out the crackers from the oven. Now we keep them aside for cooling. After cooling, we will fry the crackers. After it is turned brown, take it out of the oil. Finally, we will be making a dip for our dish. We will start by adding hung curd, chopped mint, chopped coriander, couple pinches of salt and a small amount of sugar. We will first mix this together and then we'll adjust the consistency with water. We are looking for a thickness that is spreadable and also pipeable, but it will also hold its shape. You can leave it in the fridge for cooling. Now that our components are ready, we will start plating the dish. This recipe provides 542 kilocalories of energy, 43 grams of carbohydrates, 16 grams of protein and 32 grams of fat. This dish contains ragi or finger millet grown all across India and Africa, containing large amounts of minerals, and it is an excellent source of thiamine. It also has bajra or pearl millet, which is largely grown in Saharan Africa, extremely dense and packed with nutrients such as fiber, proteins, essential fats and high amount of minerals. Not to forget little millet or varai, which is a large pieces of millets grown in India, specifically in the regions of Maharashtra and Gujarat. It is an excellent source of specific minerals such as magnesium, copper and zinc. And last but not least, we have jowar or sorghum, which again is usually grown in India and Africa, specifically around the regions of Tamil Nadu and Kerala. It is an amazing source of thiamine, niacin and pantothenic acid. Now, this is a dish that has been inspired by the kati rolls served in the old streets of Delhi, specifically Chandni Chowk or Paratha Wala Gali, and it combines them with the flavors of Awadhi biryani and adding a little millet twist that even the craziest of fitness freaks cannot reject. We will also be adding a little bit of fried plantain to add a texture to the dish.